If you want to manifest or create more in your life, more money, more friendships, relationships, better relationships, you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. And this is the part that really holds a lot of women back because we are conditioned, trained, natural survival instincts to stay in our comfort zones, right? I see this in clients that are dating where it's like, I don't want to be on a dating app. Okay, there's validity to that, but also, is it just because you're uncomfortable? And if that's the case, then push yourself outside of your comfort zone and do the thing, right? If you are looking to manifest more money or create more money, have more money, and you are comfortable. You're like, I don't want to change jobs or I don't want to ask for a promotion or whatever it is that you instinctively know or intuitively know is your next step and you're unwilling to do it because it is terrifying or super uncomfortable. Like that is the ticket. That is the thing to be doing. It's frustrating because it's like, I don't want to do the thing. Right? Like, I don't want to. I'm scared. I'm nervous. What if I fail? What if I succeed? Right? You have all of these thoughts. The truth is the more that you practice being uncomfortable, the more that you practice regulating in the uncomfortableness, in the places of in between, right? Where it's like you stepped off the ledge. Just for an example, it's like I see a lot of this on TikTok where it's like different affirmations and different, not necessarily guided meditations, but that type of a thing. And you're like, I'm committed to doing this thing for the next 30 days. Then the opportunities come and you're too scared to take the opportunity, or it feels really fucking uncomfortable. In the in-between phase, especially where it's like you're not who you used to be, but you're not yet her, right? You're not yet the woman that has the actual thing that you desire is a really uncomfortable place to be. And a lot of people stop because they're like, it's not working. And what's really happening is that because they're uncomfortable, they become dysregulated. And it's easier to regulate by going back to safety as opposed to breathing through, learning to regulate, learning to almost enjoy the uncomfortableness because you know that that uncomfortableness means you are becoming somebody different. Okay. So another example of this is like so say you're wanting to manifest $10,000 or $10,000 every month coming into your business or whatever that looks like, right? The version of you that doesn't have it, that might feel so stretching. That might feel so out of the realm of possible. Or not even that it doesn't feel possible. It's the shift that needs to happen can feel so far away from who you actually are. And when you start to shift, it feels uncomfortable. But what else feels uncomfortable around it is the version of you that has the $10,000 a month, the version of you that receives money effortlessly, the version of you that is her does not think the thoughts that the version of you that is making $5,000 a month or $3,000 a month. They're not thinking the same thoughts. They're not experiencing life the same way. And the version of you that is making less money, it's uncomfortable to stretch into, to shift into the version of you that does have it. And you don't think that that's how it's going to be, right? So you think that having more money will feel easy, it will feel good. Like, who doesn't want more money? But your nervous system, your body, your subconscious is like, fuck that. I'm not used to that. It is uncomfortable. It is scary to your nervous system, to your subconscious. And if it wasn't, then you'd already have it, right? Like, this is the piece that I think a lot of people miss. Being this version of you that has the $10,000, does she wake up and think, ugh, like I don't want to talk to clients today, or ugh, I don't want to do anything, or it's so frustrating that I don't have more money now? No, she thinks different thoughts, right? And so part of the shift is being that version now, even though it's wildly uncomfortable. And again, we are conditioned, we are prone to be in comfort. Like we just want to be comfortable because that feels safe, whether it's actually comfortable or not. Like somebody making less money probably doesn't feel as safe as somebody that's making more money, right? And so it's like even though the actual safety, the actual comfortability isn't there when you're making less money. It's like knowing I think whenever I'm like fully channeling, I always forget sayings, but it's like the devil you know is better than the heaven that you don't or something like that, right? And it's like shifting back into smallness because that feels safe, but it's not actually safe. It just feels comfortable. And so when you're in this journey, really learning to get comfortable. And it's not that you ever do get comfortable. It's like you get used to it. It's like your baseline becomes being uncomfortable is tolerable, right? And super important to learn this. And it's like I was just reminding myself that today. It's like there's shifts that I want to make, but where I'm at is so comfortable and making those shifts feels terrifying. And it's like not even actually terrifying, but I will be uncomfortable because I will be showing up differently just in my day to day than what I'm used to at this moment. But that is what is required of us in order to grow, in order to shift, in order to be different versions of ourselves. Somebody like me that's experienced doing this still freaks me out, still scares me. I don't love to be uncomfortable, right? Like I want to, the part of me that wants to stay safe, wants to shift back into being small, into not speaking my mind, not saying the things that might people might disagree with, shifting into being her that has the next level of my business, that has the next level of growth in my personal life, requires me to be uncomfortable. And it fucking sucks. It sucks. And also shifting from that, like my instinct to be like, it sucks, to being like, oh, actually, this is exciting. It actually gets to be exciting to have new experiences, to experience myself differently. Shifting the fear to excitement as well also can train your subconscious to be a little bit more comfortable in the uncomfortable. This is the type of work that we do in my private spaces, and I currently have room for a couple of one-on-one clients. If you are looking for support in becoming her, becoming the version of you that gets whatever the fuck she wants, reach out. The link is in the bio, and I'll see you in the next video.